Hey, welcome back to the Gardener Rebel channel. And last night we had a very severe flood. We're going to go down there and check on everything now. I do know that more than likely we have lost a couple beehives, and the yard is a total mess because of the dozer work we'd had done prior to the springtime. So we had a lot of washing out that actually went around. Don't see no beehives up here affected. Man, I got a good little gully going on. Right down through here. We'll take care of that later. Right now we're going to have to go over here and see what's going on in the creek. And that's the garden spot now. A lot of stuff mangled and tore up. We do have beehives missing, and we got bees coming in looking for a place to go. We'll get them a box over here in a minute. And as you can tell, that's how high up this was. So there's what bees we got left in there. That nuke's gone. So this water got pretty high up. Go down through here and see if we can't. Let me go turn off the electric fence first before we electrocute ourselves. Oh man, look at that. Cucumber trellis gone. Squash plants right here. We had a freaking flood come through here. Wiped us out. Simply wiped us out. Look at the dirt. Covered up the fence post. Tomatoes, corn, tomato vines gone. Woo-wee. Yeah, it's done. Maybe not all of it, but the majority of it is. Come right through the woods. Flash flooded on me. All my okras bare rooted now. Pretty much lost all we're planted. All the corn's gone. Mercy, mercy. That's how much silt come through. Cucumbers, tomato vines, watermelons, cantaloupe. That is why I wear my snake boots. Right there. See that black snake? Even though he won't bite you, it's just the fact that if he's out here, so is the copperheads and the rattlesnakes in this area. So remember, if you're ever in a flood area, watch for the snakes. You ain't got to do nothing to them but just flip him off there. Watch him try to act like he's bad. Little Bill thing. Well, so much for our garden spot. That's the only downside to putting anything around a creek, but that's a chance you take. Every year I've put one down here and I've never had an issue with it, but you know, what can you say? You just have to pick up and start over, I guess. There's not much I can do. Clean up the mess and salvage whatever we can salvage. Watermelon vines are gone. Twisted plumb out of the ground. Just twisted. Pepper plants gone. Water got pretty high over here. Pretty high. You can't get upset about it. Now, it doesn't do any good to get upset. Being mad's not going to bring it back, or you know, anything of that nature. Well, I found my beehives, or part of them, and I'm really going to have to go up and get my veil. I don't care nothing about getting stung right now at this moment. So we'll be back. We got one beehive back, and it was pretty full, so we can just hope that we got the queen in. The other little nuke, it was gone. There's not even, they're just flying around the box. I stuck some up in them, and I noticed hive beetle larvae had been all up in the bottom of the box because I'd left them alone for a couple weeks, and so they were probably not going to make it whenever they were left alone. So the flood just kind of popped them out of there. So if you'll excuse me for a minute, I got to take this suit off. I'm burning up, and we'll get back to the garden. Maybe all's not a total loss. Maybe there'll be something that we can salvage out of this. You know, it happens. There's no sense of getting upset. I choose this spot to plant, or chose it to plant, because it's close to a water source, and in the dry season I can come down here and water it, and well, it just backfired on me this year. So there's no sense in crying over spilt milk. The watermelons on this side's gone though. I just, you know, there's no hope for them at all. We lost probably 90% of our squash plants. Okras, it might come back. Potatoes, I'm not really worried about. The corn was coming up really well. It's flattened. The peppers. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to piss and moan over it. Things happen for reasons. So I guess I just get to prove how good my gardening skills are this year. I bet them backyard Google gardeners won't be able to touch me this year. Let them face something like this and still come out smiling, smelling like a rose. I don't have no doubt I'll do it. So I'm going to walk over here and see exactly why this area flooded, and I'll take you along with me. So just hold on and we'll be right back. I'll get over here in these woods and get bit by one of them copper rattle moccasins. The way this place looks, this is Snakeville anyway. Wall of water, just hit it and carried it right away. All the way around us. Now a bunch of those plants will straighten up. You can tell the way the grass is flat. And one of the reasons, it just dammed up right there. There wasn't nowhere for it to go. So we're going to have to get over there as soon as this water gets down and clean that crap out. But it is what it is. Anyhow, let's get back to work. Ain't got time to waste. So, oh well. You lose some, you win some, and we had a good run. I can't complain. Maybe we'll be able to salvage some of it. Hey, but for Gardener Rebel, glad y'all watched. If you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. I would videotape all this, but I'm down here by myself. I've got to get some bees rounded up, get them something to go in. There's no sense in them dying out like they have, and we'll get some of this back. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. We'll bounce back. We'll get something going. So until next time, y'all have a great weekend. I hope everything goes good for you, and maybe you'll have better luck than I have. So, hope to catch you next time down at the garden spot. Thank y'all for watching. We really appreciate it a lot. We do. So, let's go clean up.